Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. I just want to have a conversation with you. I'm recording this on Monday to be released Tuesday, and the only reason I say that is because Tuesday, of course, is King Charles's 75th birthday. Happy birthday, King Charles. We got this beautiful photo released in honor of the occasion. Don't worry, I'm not going to talk anymore about, won't they go to the party? Of course they're not going. They weren't invited. Only one shocked by this news seemed to be the two of them. How else would they play victim, right? Anyway, we're going to get to this article that I found that was really interesting. But before we do, I just want to say they're going to pull something. I know they are. Again, I'm recording this Monday, so I'm predicting that Tuesday, of course, they're going to pull something. They love to do things, real dumb things, for attention, especially around anybody else's birthday, especially Catherine, Princess of Wales. But I suspect they will be pulling something for King Charles's birthday, but we'll see. They've already done the parking lot sticker thing. They keep doing parking lots. She now keeps doing concerts. So we'll see what ludicrous event they stage to try to still focus. In the meantime, I found this article that just came out in the Telegraph I thought we could discuss. Harry and Meghan aren't finding freedom. They're still living in the past. So obviously we know that. But the reason this is interesting is because it still ties back into, oh, hey, that idiot that helped write Finding Freedom is releasing another book. So it all comes full circle. They're still living in the past because they're dredging this stuff up for this book. I mean, this whole year has been about living in the past. We got hit with that Netflix, whatever that was, and then we got hit with Spare. So clearly they're stuck in the past, but that's where they have to stay. That's literally the only way they can make money. And they've realized it. So they just keep doing the same things over and over and over and over again. But what's funny to me is I still get comments from the Sugars, why won't you let this go? Why won't they let it go? If things were actually a tenth of as bad as they're pretending like it was, so ridiculous, wouldn't they just want to move on? Isn't that what they said that they wanted to do? No. How's that privacy? All that privacy. All right, let's get into this article. So it says, not for the first time, something slightly weird went on with those two. I don't say titles anymore. Following reports that H&M, Hank and Skank, Harold and Fraud, whatever you want to call them, were planning to snub the King's 75th birthday celebrations. Again, I said it from the beginning. They weren't invited. But of course, they had to put out a statement via spokesman, leave it to them to have a spokesman. And by spokesman, do they mean Meghan? Is that what they're talking about? Quote, there's been no contact regarding an invitation to His Majesty's upcoming birthday. Is anybody shocked by this? The only ones that seem to be shocked are those two losers. They're still being all victim-y with these statements like this, and they're still making it, what else, about themselves. Then a friend, I like very much that they put friend in quotation marks, popped up to suggest that the story had been leaked to divert attention from the King and Queen's recent visit to Kenya. I'm going to nip this in the bud right now. We have heard nothing but that trip went fabulously. We've heard it from everybody, from the news, from the palace themselves. Even I've read people who aren't even that into King Charles saying how positively that visit went. So no, again, Harry and Meghan have a history of just saying these things and then not understanding why nobody believes that it or blindly follows them, minus the Sugars. So we're not going to blindly believe that. We can see with our own eyeballs and hear with our own ears, hey, sounds like that trip went great. Funny enough, the only two with the track record of acting like a-holes when going on these visits like this were these two. Again, see Australia for details. See everywhere they went for details. See Fiji for details. Meanwhile, we had cheerleaders like that guy, ScoobyDoo, questioning the out-of-touch optics. Oh, I did a whole video on that. The only one out of touch here, again, is ScoobyDoo. Talking about the red carpet. Again, totally clueless idiot Scooby is actually putting down Kenya. They were the host country. They're the ones that rolled this carpet out as a generous, kind act. Nobody made them do it. This is ridiculous. But, again, we have a million instances of Dumb and Dumberton standing on red carpet, but Omid takes no issue with that. What an asshole. But you ready for this shocking statement? Said no one ever. Some may suspect that Again, no titles. Those two were possibly, we have to say possibly because they are litigious. They're the ones that continue to do wrong, but they sue everybody about everything. So let's keep going. They were possibly, I'm using the biggest, most obnoxious air quotes ever, employing their own tactics. For they issued the birthday denial as reports emerged of the couple flying to a Katy Perry concert on private jet. Oh, how they thought that would make a splash. Again, it's just another instance of us having a nice laugh at them, but yeah, it didn't land, pun intended, the way they thought it would. Instead, we got amazing images like this, where they're queued up to meet a celebrity. I just find that so freaking funny and so great. And I am a Celine Dion fan. Her heart will go on. I had to wait in line to meet her. And something tells me if William and Catherine had been there, it would have been totally different. Okay, so it says the return trip from California to Las Vegas didn't quite live up to the rhetoric of a joint statement they posted on Instagram in 2019, which read, "There's a ticking clock to protect our planet. With climate change, the deterioration of our natural resources, endangerment of sacred wildlife, the impact of plastics and microplastics, and fossil fuel emissions, we are jeopardizing the beautiful place we call home for ourselves and for our future generations." What else is new? This is the same thing I've been saying. These two are the worst. They continue to lecture, us, the little people, and do the complete opposite. Fuck right off with that noise. I'd also like to remind everybody that he took a private plane to go give a speech on climate change. I think it was Italy, somewhere like that. Yeah, he's doing a great job of practicing what he preaches. But again, H is for hypocrisy. What else is new with these two? Let's keep going. Yet this do as I say, not as I doism also could be said to apply to Prince Harry's ongoing battle against the media. That guy has been given the green light to sue the publisher of Daily Mail, as well as the publisher of The Sun, for alleged unlawful information gathering. Can you believe it? After that doofus acted like that in court, he did get the green light to go ahead. It doesn't mean... To me, again, I'm not a lawyer, but just understand it doesn't mean much. He can go ahead with it. We'll see what happens. That guy's a doofus. He'll probably say some dumb stuff in court. So if nothing else, we'll get some funny quotes out of it. So the trial against the letter has been pushed back till 2025, meaning there will be yet another year of Harry versus the press. Was this really the progressive new role that they envisioned for themselves? When they dropped the Megxit bombshell, some might think that they're spending more time looking backwards than forwards. I could spend approximately 14 hours talking about this with you all. Again, I said it before, H is for hypocrisy. It's their favorite go-to move. They say they lie so much about everything. Their actions never match their words. Again, see their... parenting is the most important thing. The most important thing to me is being a mom. For details, right? Really? Really? That's your most important thing? We never see you with the kids. Oh my God. I'll go on and on about that. That and the climate change of it all and just all of it. Talking smack about the royal family when they know that the royal family won't speak up. Just all the things. We've been through it. H is for hypocrisy. I will never not say that because that's exactly where we're at. And even the followers, again, I go back to the sugars because they are in my comments aplenty right now. And you know what? It cracks me up because, yikes. Again, talk about feeling intellectually superior. Here we are. But they continue to write things like, "Oh, why can't you move on from this?" Well, why can't they move on from this? I will continue to talk about it because they're awful people. And I think some people are still waking up to the awfulness. I will never forget what they did to the Queen. I will never forgive it. And I will continue to talk about it. So here we are. And these two, I find it funny because, again, look in the year how far they've spiraled. We think it's ridiculous, obviously. But I'm saying, like, with that original Netflix thing, they were doing okay. It was pretty popular on Netflix. I mean, we all saw through it. We all talked shit about it, but they still were doing okay. Whew. And then came Spare, and we got all that stuff in print. And then it's just been, I mean, a plummet ever since, I feel like. I mean, it's continued to plummet for years, but I'm saying like a downward spiral of events. Think about all that this year has brought forth. It is wild how bad they've just completely messed everything, every opportunity up, everything. Everything was handed to them, but they have little to no work ethic. They've proven that time and time again. They're only in it for themselves. They're only in it to bash both families, both his and her families. And yeah, it's just not working out so well for them. So I guess what other choice do they have? They have to keep looking back, right? They have to keep saying these ridiculous things. And we have to keep pointing it out and laughing at it. So here we are. Here we are. Anyway, you guys, this one was different, but it's just nice to sit down and talk about all these things on my mind. You can tell I'm feisty today. I'm feisty. These two continue to be the worst. I know that they're going to do some stuff tomorrow/today. Again, this should be going up Tuesday, which is King Charles's 75th. Happy birthday, King Charles. I'm just waiting to see what ridiculous things they do to make it about themselves. I suspect it'll be on Tuesday, but maybe they won't be quite on the nose like that. Maybe it'll come this weekend. I don't know, but it's coming. I can feel it. It's coming. Anyway, guys, you are the best. Thank you so much for being here and for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. You know, I can't wait to bring you more about these two because ridiculous things will continue to come and we will continue to talk about it. I appreciate you all so much. If you want to further support the show, of course, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where you can find the bonus episodes and you can have your name added to this list, my executive producers. Thank you guys for everything. And again, I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Can't wait to read the comments of what you think they will be up to today on Charles's birthday. Take care. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.